Cha-ching.
Here we go, boys and girls and non-binary folk alike, episode 175. And basically, tonight it's all about Pezza. We salute the great man for getting a horse scratched in the last week at Kembla. It was great. Mars Mission got scratched because then the multi paid. Well done, Marto and Tazzy.
We connected. Well done.
Yeah, I can't take too much credit for Jimmy's star though, because
keep
half the country was on it.
Keep Jimmy the star under your hat, Marto.
Jimmy Star, he's a special horse from New Zealand, isn't he?
Yeah.
No,
he's won like a good thing too.
Mine was scratched though. I thought, what's the best thing of the day? We'll just throw it up. And I thought, fuck, the odds are so short, but it's the best of the day. Just throw it up. So,
but
anyway, we couldn't lose with him. He is a special horse.
The thing is, though, boys, the thing is with Jimmy's. Thanks for that, but it was all about me anyway. It's me.
Yes.
But the thing is, with Jimmy's a star, if you boys remember correctly, I mean, Marto, unfortunately, you weren't here, but I know that you would have watched the video about 20 times.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, that's why I'm back this week, because it just didn't work last week.
No, but I did say.
Actually, Barney rated it last week, Marto.
Hang on. I did say that the other Kiwi horse was its danger, and it ran second.
It did run second.
How could you go wrong?
Genius.
So, boys, genius. Genius talked to me about yesterday. That's where I was a genius. But anyway, that's a different story.
I was in Kagawa, another prefecture, which is about a 7-hour drive from where I live. My son won the first year tournament. Well done, Joey. Good boy, mate. I know you're going to watch this, so good on you, mate. You're fucking champion. And then I was shitting myself because I've got the mouldy on. Is it me? Falls in by a lip. Jimmy the star just went banging out. I'm like, fuck Mars Mission. I'm fucking hell. This is going to fuck it again. And then I'm like, hang on, it's scratched. Yeah.
Winner.
Winner.
Pay it out, you bastards. Because I'm on the chat going, oh, no, sorry, boys. Oh, no, Mars Mission. And then I didn't even realise it was scratched because I'd missed it all. But thank God it was. No way.
Doesn't matter.
It's going to absolutely brain him. And, we're going to get around. Well, it wasn't a bad little double in the end because, is it me? Thank you, Bet365. I wish BetGalaxy had a little bit of Bet365 about it.
Caught the drift.
The drift. Because, is it me jumped out the 5 skins?
It did, but if you were a smart person like someone I know, is it me? Probably was. You get on when markets open and you get 7s.
Oh.
There you go.
Right. You don't wait. What you've got to do, I'll give you a bit of advice, guys. You like something, you got your Pezza's push, you got your meat and veg, you got your the winner, Taz's bet. I mean, we might as well just change it. Why call it my fister? Just call it the winning bet. When you like it, back it at that time because the market says so. Don't wait. Get on.
I don't know how the quality is on that photo, mate, but is it me? Jesus Christ, it's hard to see a margin.
But I tell you what.
Surprised it wasn't a dead heat, but there's a definite margin there when you go the close-up.
Very good. Well, Jimmy the Bear or Jimmy the Star.
Jimmy's a star. Jimmy's a star. Jimmy's a star.
I think Craig was giggling at around the 200-metre mark because he actually
blew them away.
The whip away.
He's down to the line. Down to the line. 2.5.
I love when they ease down to the line, a bit like that Japanese horse in the Japan Cup at $1.10.
Oh, Equinox. Hey,
Equinox.
They just retired him.
Yeah, it's retired. Equinox is going off to stud, and they haven't notified of the price yet. But I tell you what, it's going to be a record. It's a very lightly raced stallion, a little bit like Taz back in the day, a very lightly raced stallion.
Yeah, but if you're going to win the big races, you don't need to race everywhere else, do you?
Well, that's right. Well, it's pretty.
No, it's a very lightly raced stallion, but you know what that could also mean? That maybe it throws out blanks and it could be back before you know it. So
might be Moore. Remember that horse?
Yes, I do.
Dagenham's boy, Lonro's boy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yep.
No, it didn't do too much at stud. And then you never know, mate. It was just an amazing. I don't know if you guys saw the Japan Cup, but it was this thing that it was a tear-away leader, and they actually retired it the next day because I think it broke
10 lengths on him off the bend.
Yeah, and then Equinox was just strolling up behind with the big baldy face. And the horses never ran over the 2400, the Japan Cup. You know, it's only ran around the Derby.
Yep.
Over here's 2000. So they were a bit, you know, there was a little bit of, you know, will it get the distance? And then when it sort of paddled on up and then went past, and then he didn't even hit it. Lemaire did not even touch the thing. And it was running around like a young Tassouli at a Greek disco, and he was about 15.
Doesn't know what a straight line is.
He didn't know what was going. He was all up and about. He had lots of energy, Marto, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
he had a lot of energy, and his ears were
always.
And then his ears down. He's nearly stopped.
Yes.
So
he's almost walked across.
No idea what he's doing. I don't reckon there's that's completely untapped.
Look, it is, but you know, I mean, the Japan Cup's a wonderful race, but I reckon it's lost the Australian connection because years and years ago, but we don't send over horses anymore. And then I remember that, they used to actually just on free-to-air TV, they actually used to show the race as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And these days, there's not much. When was the last time we sent over a good horse into the Japan Cup? No. We don't. We go to Dubai. What's last year's Blue Diamond winner? I think is
Little Bros.
It's going off to Hong Kong now. Do you know what I mean? So our focus has really changed. Now.
All of our good horses. You know, if you win a couple of trials by 20 lengths, you're not racing in Australia now. You're getting $1 million call from Hong Kong.
That's right.
Well, Japan used to be a big thing. Used to be a real good thing at the end of our carnival.
Now they all run everywhere else now, the Japanese horses. Bloody amazing to see. First time over the distance. I was laughing. And of course they love the horse. You wouldn't believe how much money they've made on the plush. You know that, Marto? You know all the Japanese, 120,000 of them go to the races, they all buy a plush doll.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that like
you know how much the plush doll is? It's about 50 skins.
Holy moly.
And they're all got their little plush dolls cheering on Equino. I love it. It's bloody brilliant. And I tell you what, there's no Daryl Braithwaite singing horses. It's all about the horses. You know what I mean? There's no bullshit. There's no one dresses up. Everyone looks like they're homeless. But of course, it's just all about the horses. They're scrambling just to see the beautiful bred animals that they are. You know, they're the stars of the show. Right. It's not the fashions on the field. It's not the alcohol. It's not the piss up. It's definitely the punt and the beautiful horses. So it's pretty cool.
Well, maybe they're doing it right. Maybe they've got one over us there.
BetGalaxy, there we go, boys. He's still involved. And hopefully in a couple of weeks, Damien Oliver's last day, we're going to be running our next competition. So very exciting. BetGalaxy is still there. Now, Tazzy, if you're still looking for a little bit of a match deposit, I think I can probably scrounge one up for you. Anything up to 100 skins. So get along, BetGalaxy. And there's going to be some exciting things that are coming from the great people, including maybe some bets back. So a little bit like sports bet, if you come second or third, and you never know, you might be able to get a little bonus bet return to the people. To the people that are already signed up. We don't forget you.
We never forget them. And I mean, taking a bit of a baseball, I don't know, coming from a baseball world, you'll appreciate this. And this relates to BetGalaxy. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, that's right.
BetGalaxy is building it, and they'll be coming.
That's good. I like it. And talking about BetGalaxy, or not even BetGalaxy, but talking about the other day, Tassie, we put a little message up about a doggy.
We did indeed, and we got about 15 official responses.
Yeah.
But I reckon we'll get closer to 20. We'll probably get closer to 20. So at the moment, I know you've spoken to your dog man. I've spoken to mine.
Still waiting for one dog man to get back.
That's it. Once we do, just for all those people that did put up their interest, I will send out a group message to all those that have responded.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll have a little bit of a breakdown on costs and stuff like that. So that way we can determine whether we continue, because
it looks like we've got three options. Number one would be we get a dog that's ready to race, which is going to be more. obviously, because it's ready to race.
Yeah, well,
and a bit like
all the hard
the
work's been put in.
teenagers of today, Marto, a little bit of instant gratification. We don't have to wait too long until it's running. And then we can get I heard we can get a weanling, which is sort of, semi there, not fully there. And then, of course, we can buy a pup. For me personally, Taz, I don't want to influence anyone, but I'm getting involved in the pup.
Look, I think so too. I'm a pup person as well, because I think with a ready to race, I'm a bit skeptical, but seriously, when was the last time anyone bought a ready to race horse that went on and won, blue type races? Yeah, they might win a few races and stuff, but when was the last time someone went out and bought a ready to race?
Wasn't there one last year, Marto, that was one in the digital sales and ended up winning the Adelaide Cup and stuff? But anyway.
Yeah, in what?
It does happen, but it's rare.
Of course it does. But and then with the ones
I was telling the Taz before, they just sold Ichiban Sam, didn't they, in the digital sales, 50 grand.
Right.
So anyway, it's a little bit interesting that a horse that's been around a bit and won a bit of money.
It is. But what people also need to understand is if you get a pup, say 3 or 4 months old, then you're not going to race for another 15 to 18 months.
Yeah, that's right. So
you're going to have those vet bills and the breaking in and the feed and the trainer fees or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's all going to be involved as well.
Right.
Look, but we'll break all that down though. So once we get all the information and we sort of decide what we think is the best way to go about it,
we can.
As I said, I'll respond to the group and we'll put it out there because. Yeah, the pup might cost us anything between say 5 and 10K.
Yep.
If we've got 20 people in, let's just keep it on the cheap. 20 people, 5K. That's not a lot of money initially, but what we want to do is also factor in the costs that are associated up until it's about 17 or 18 months.
Yeah.
And do it that way. So that way, no one's paying anything.
Yeah.
For right up until it races, and then once it races, there's an arrangement with the trainer. Everyone will be aware of it, and your costs are done, and all we're doing then is just banking.
It doesn't really matter because we're going to win everything. So
that's right,
and we're going to win the Easter egg or whatever they call it, Marto. We're going to win the Melbourne
the Easter egg.
We're going to have the $1 million race over in Cannington. Don't look like fucking hell. Paddy wants Pats or Tommy Shelby. Don't worry about that.
No,
wow, fast. No. She's not so fast anymore.
Well, it will be a pelty dog, and it'll be very interesting to see how we go with the names. But we'll keep that under the umbrella. So,
now, talking about putting a line through it, Marto recently has been very good for form pundits because whatever Marto says, you know what we do, Tassie.
Well, straight away, narrow down the field.
Narrows the field, but he did find Jimmy the Star. Keep that under your hat, Jimmy the Star, mate. That was a bit of a...
Had to put something up.
Race 10, number 12, $1 Magic, big boy.
Race 10, number $12 Magic, going to be a wet track in Sydney, that's for sure. And I think that is the key to this, as well as Rhys Jones staying in the saddle. Rhys Jones has ridden this horse 6 starts for 5 times a Quinella finish, only 1 miss. Seamus, by Seamus Award out of last dollars, he's going to love the wet. She's going to love the wet, sorry. This race is a funny little setup. Esperito's going to dive out of gate 1 and try and lead. You got Salasino and there's another one coming across. Will try and lead as well. So they're going to be pushing the pace while Dollar Magic's just sitting behind him. And Rhys will wait for his chance and pop out off heels, and away we go. I know she's a consistent place getter, but she has been waiting for these wet tracks, and that's what she gets this weekend. I think 750 is a little bit over the odds.
You're right, very consistent. Venom?
Yeah, plenty.
Oh.
So just out of curiosity, there's Marto's previous Smashing Eagle.
Smashing Eagle, not in the wet.
I'm just saying there's Marto's previous Smashing Eagle.
I'm answering your poison. Yeah, not in the wet.
There's the Blue Battler.
Yeah, gets boxed in.
Oh. Gets boxed in, right. Sebenak.
Or gets too far back.
Too far back.
No.
I mean, the only good thing that I can see from a venomous perspective is that Port Albert probably ends up winning the last in Adelaide, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's going to scratch, right? Yeah. I did see it was dual nominated.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's not often that you see horses nominated in South Australia and New South Wales, that's for sure.
No, it's normally Victoria and South Australia.
I think it's a race that can win.
Look, it definitely can win.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to have a 1 in 17 chance.
I'd say take the 750 now. You'll get deductions with that Port Albert coming out, but they're only going to be slight, so you might lose 5%.
Now Tassie's getting off the Melbourne train, and he's
coming up to Sydney. Tassie.
He's had a couple of carriages in Melbourne for a couple of weeks, and now he's off to Sydney. He's up to Rosehill, race 7, number 5.5.
This is a second up super tip.
Agreed.
That's what I'm going to call it. Second up, 4 starts. 1 win, 1 second, 2 placings. Also had 5 starts at the track. 1 win, 1 second, 3 placings.
Wow.
Drawn the pole. Gets out beautiful. Gets the cover that it needs. Positions up. This thing also handles the good, the soft, and the heavy.
Yes, one on the heavy. Yep.
I mean, I've just gone tick, tick, tick.
Yep.
What more do you want? This thing just wins.
Absolutely.
Race 7, number 5, Fine Point, Waller with I think Bayless taking a ride.
Regan Bayless.
Yeah, Regan Bayless Waller. Second up. What more do you want? I love the fact that the Toppy Villana is out and it's going down to Melbourne. There's deductions galore. I think you've got it listed there at $8.50. I reckon you'd be lucky to get $6.50 at the moment.
Yeah, $7.
I'm on.
It did touch $6.50 back to 7s.
Yeah, I reckon. Well, anyway, I did take some 7s, but I last saw it at $6.50. But then again,
Marto, do you want to return?
Fine Point.
You want to return?
No, I don't. I don't mind this one because Rosehill does love leaders that are drawn low, and the wetter the better for as far as that leader bias goes, or front running bias goes. Not essentially leaders, but definitely front runners on paces.
It should position up.
Absolutely.
You don't want to give him anything. You don't want to give him.
No, not at all. I'm above that. No, I actually don't mind it. Okay. I don't mind it.
On your Marto.
Yeah, I just think this is a bit Tassie like this race. It's a bit of a jockey wheel race because a lot of these horses have been running around the country for all those cups and everything. So it feels like that Fine Point might be the one that's sort of fit or, like sort of fresh, where a lot of these have been running against each other for a long time.
It's been 3 weeks between runs as well.
Yeah, right. I mean, Rustic Steel's in the market, but it's just going to get too far back at Rosehill.
Yeah. Always finds a bit of bad luck, Rustic Steel.
It does.
Anyway, we're going to launch. We're going to launch into the quaddies now, boys and girls, because Taz Lotto has finally given up the ghost. We chucked down a couple of quaddies last week. No good, bit tough in Melbourne.
Oh, geez, I tell you what, I missed the first leg because it was my 4th pick for Gita Sam or whatever. Yeah. I found Charterhouse. I found the value.
How can Fade win? Like, it's been running as good as me. And
it's come out of nowhere. It was 0 from 5.
And I had 2nd and 3rd. I got every Quinella and the rest of them. So anyway,
Pezza's Paunch-lines. Do you remember Scotty Palmer? Keep on punching.
Yeah, I do. But
that's what I'm thinking. Pezza's Paunch-lines, not punch-lines, but I'm going to keep on punching. Now, boys, I know you guys are going to have the venom ready, so
it's already there.
I think Caulfield, I've gone a bit safe, to tell you the truth. I think I could have went a little bit more outside the box. But anyway, the first leg, Pezza's Paunch, 1, 2, 3, and 11. Let it go, boys.
Oh, you did. You added the 11. I like it.
I love it, Pezza.
I actually do. It's in my numbers.
Yes.
Give you a tip there, mate.
I just want to keep it really simple. Marto, start naming yours. Pezza's out first leg.
No, he's not.
I've called it early, mate.
If Arkansas Kid doesn't win this, then Mauricio could actually snatch it. But Arkansas Kid's got class all over this field. It's just the weight.
Yeah. And I've actually thrown it the Sydney horse too, Marto. Power the Brave. Chrissy Lees loves to bring him down south. And it's been racing at the farm and Rosehill and Randwick. So there's your different form line from Arkansas Kid anyway.
Sorry, it was
I hate to say it, Pezza, but Brian, if you're out there and you're watching this show, I remember when you tipped the biggest roughie that ran a place, and it was that Vivier.
Oh, he did too, yes.
Pezza, You haven't put it in.
Why would you? Honestly, the Pezza's Paunch, the second leg, which is the Zipping Classic. We all remember Zipping.
Oh, the Zipping Classic.
How good was that?
I think it won it 4 in a row, which was pretty amazing. Or at least 3 in a row, but I think it won 4 in a row.
This is all the Melbourne Cup rejects in this race, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I've gone Vow and Declare, which absolutely breaks.
You can't leave him out.
But you can't leave him out because, geez whiz, this is a pretty ordinary race. 1, 5, 7, and 10. Do your best. I think Muramasa's on the up. It's the most progressive horse in the race. Yeah. Banker's Choice. I like Mick Moroney, your horses over a distance. Vow and Declare. You got the class. And Duke de Sessa, again, Ma Eustace, Zara in the saddle.
Yeah.
Early favourite. I couldn't find any room for Jamie Nah.
I don't think you needed to find it this week.
No, I couldn't either.
Unless they're
only one I might put in as an outside chance is Military Mission. But again, he's just got to catch a start. He keeps failing the starts and it screws up his runs. So take him on trust only.
There's Tassie's horse there in Serpentine.
It's gonna. I don't think it'll run. It's a dual nominator.
It could run in.
Okay.
Could be in Sydney, but no, I wouldn't be having Serpentine. I think it's you, Pezza.
No. Okay. Revolutionary Miss, 1, 3, 5, and 6 in the third leg. I've got Jamie Nah in this one, actually, Wollombi, just because my dad used to surf there. That's basically about the only reason why I put Jamie Carr in. Wollombi, or we in Victoria we call it Wollombi. But anyway, I love the Thalassophile. I think the Thalassophile is not a bad horse. Damien Lane in the saddle, and look at that, 5th up, shit form, Walla. You know what's going to happen. And Revolutionary Miss probably should win, but we're never sure. Pickeroon, Tom Davinick. Can't do anything right at the minute, but this is the only horse that's running well for him. So I've thrown it in. Interesting
race, indeed.
It is.
Interesting race.
1, 3, and I've added 5 because I'm expecting it to be wet, and I think that plays in Wollombi's favour.
Yeah.
As much
Frumos
as
doesn't mind a bit. Yeah. What about Frumos? Doesn't mind a wet track too. Does it?
Well,
no, you're right, but
can't put them all in.
I was going to go the Pruska down the bottom there for the last debates. It's absolutely on fire, but it's been run around the country on a Sunday. But it's actually having a go in the city. So I was going to fuck it. 1, 3, 5, and 6, and then
sorry, before you go, that Pruska one, Long Time Dreaming.
Yeah.
I think it's got a full sister that's running around soon called Love You Long Time.
Very good. The Wankout Pezza's Paunch. This is where I've gone a little bit. I don't know if I'm going safe or what, but I've gone Jamie Nah again. I don't know what's going on. It was a really tough run.
She's not riding in. Sorry, hang on.
Should have won.
Jamie Carr.
Sorry. I've gone the Ma Eustace again. Jigsaw. Is it ever going to win another race, Marto? I'm not sure.
Oh, you got to take him and trust again.
Yeah, and I don't mind the toppy with Damien Lane just because it's Damien Lane and a Waller first up, which I don't usually follow, but it isn't a bad horse. There we go.
Sorry, Pezza, just one thing.
Yep.
Oh, she's not riding really well. She's not there. No, I wouldn't have her. She rides them all the same way.
She does.
How many? Hang on. How many legs have you put her in the quaddie?
No, I've gone
3 out of 4.
But she could have went in. She could have went in the first as well.
Yeah, no, but she's no good, Jamie. Nah. But you know what? When she wins,
shitty race to finish. Shitty race.
It is. Shaman's not without chance too, but Barrier 5 running midfield has a risk of being bottled up too. So if he does get out, he might give a push late. But
I know Presley we've been on before, Marto. We've been on before. Lombardo we've been on before.
Yeah, Gravina as well, but Gravina just doesn't win.
Rangers we've been on before. Jesus Christ, it's a shocker. And of course, I don't mind WA form, so I'm going over to Ascot. 1, 5, 7, and 8 in the first leg. Augments the big boom horse over there at the moment. It's pretty classy. But I do like the toppy. If you're going to go a little bit shorter, make sure you got the 1 and 5 definitely.
Good investment strategy.
Yes, that's a good investment strategy.
It wasn't a bad run last week either.
Pezza's Paunch was got a bit shorter in the next leg, which I'm a little bit worried about but I do like a Pike horse in a second leg of a Western Australian play.
You don't want him in the last, do you?
No, so I've got Amber Glide, Valencia, and of course Duchess of Gossip again. First up, I thought it was a little bit plain, but obviously it's the best horse in this race. If you've gone a bit wider, I'd probably throw in the Brad Parnham Black Spirit if you're looking for a little bit of value there.
All right.
The big race, the Winterbottom Stakes, boys. The Winterbottom Stakes.
The Winterbottom Stakes.
Which is the big race of the day. Overpasses. Jesus Christ, there's social media on Overpass at the moment. I think I've seen Overpass at the beach. Feeding the dolphins at Monkey Mere. I think it's the ambassador for the Western Australian. It's with the quackers, Overpass everywhere.
Yeah, right.
I know it's a bloody good horse and it's tough, but gee whiz, I don't know. I think Triple Missile maybe not as a chance.
Yeah, I was just going to mention Triple Missile. I see you left out Snow Zone though. You don't like Snow Zone's chances?
Yeah.
It's probably drawn a bit wide though. But...
Yeah.
Do you think? Yeah. Could it be fourth or fifth time lucky for Red Can Man?
No.
Correct.
I say no.
I say no too, but I'm just asking because how many times can a horse keep going back to take a bite of the cherry?
Yeah. Interesting. 7-2XL, the Adelaide horse from Alice Springs. It's won a Group 1 with the McAvoys, is now with a new trainer. And, of course, it's running around in the Group 1 Winterbottom. Here we go.
Have a Toxel. And you got your Black Booker in there, My Bella May.
Yeah.
It's about time she stood up again.
It's a pretty average race.
I had to throw in Marto because she was too bad to be true first up.
Yes.
And if she does show a little bit of a best form, honestly, I think she's got the class to win this, but I don't know if she's going as good as she was 2 preps ago.
Yeah.
You didn't put Oscar in either.
No.
You've taken Ripcord, who just nosed Oscar out last time, but you haven't put Oscar in. Interesting.
And I've left out the 3 Big Butter Boom, my old Black Booker, because it's absolutely going shocking. But Damien Oliver in the last, there is a fairy tale there. Now, I've gone a little bit crazy in this race. Corn Cob, 20 skins. Why not? First up, trial well. Corn Cob. Corn
Cob.
Hits it in for Brady Parter. Bang. Saloon Bar. Chrissy Morton for D.R. Morton. Be careful of those colours. And, of course, upper limits, Pike in the last. I tell you what, if I do get the Ascot quaddie up, I reckon she'll pay if there's a little bit of value around. If we get away from Pike, there might be pay in this quaddie because
we know how bad he was last week.
There's a bit of merit in what you're saying there, Pezza.
Thanks. Yeah, but it's good.
What's the name of number 2?
Oh, no.
Now, talking about a bit of merit, I'm actually going into Tassie country. This horse is a very interesting horse, Tassie. Race 7, number 5, Wolf City.
Been off the scene.
1 in a row. Now, this horse actually won on debut. It actually had about 6 trials, but it won on debut in Tas in 2021.
Correct. It's been off the scene for a while.
I was watching the race, Marto. This sort of hurts a little bit. I was actually on Utah Joe for a mint.
Right.
And Wolf City actually got over the top of Utah Joe, which isn't a bad country sort of horse at the moment, but it's not too bad. It runs over 1,000, runs in a couple of countries. Yeah. Anyway, it's been off the scene for two years. Now, I've done a little bit of investigation. It's had interrupted preparations. It's not officially ever had anything wrong with it, just interrupted preparations. That's all I could find on the internet. I don't know what that means, but it's
actually... You want me to tell you what it means?
Shitload, but it's always not raced. It's only had the 2 starts, Marto. And it should have won last start. It was an absolute tragedy beat. Toddy Pennell, you need redemption on this horse because it should be unbeaten.
But Hannah was on last start, though. And only lost a lip over 900.
Yep. So I'm on.
And I'll tell you what interrupted preparations for a horse that's had no problems means, Pezza.
Yeah.
Its bloods don't come back properly. Right. We can't race it. We can't race it because, there's something in the bloods.
Reduce the enhancers.
Yeah, so now they've probably got the chemistry correct.
It's interesting that they've kept it around because, obviously Will Clark one of our more talented gallopers. So, yeah, it's a 5-year-old with 2 starts and it should be unbeaten because of paddle. But anyway, Utah Joe, there you go. Sorry, pretty shitty race, Taz. Huntley Lady beat it last start, which was very lucky. And, of course, there's a massive 3.5 keg turnaround. So I think City, we're getting a bit of a price. I'm not sure about the 10. I think it's a bit of a false favourite myself. Cool Magnum, all of them that run around, the jockey wheel better than most.
Look, I mean, Cool Magnum will probably try to lead.
Yep.
It does fold up pretty quick, even though it did win. I can't remember when it was the last one, but it's only been going around in the bush.
Yep.
Broadway Lane, Huntley Lady. No, wouldn't have it. No, I reckon you're on one here.
All right.
Yeah, definitely on one.
Hey, if we line up this week, 262.50, but last week we got around the 10 skins, which I was pretty happy with at the end of the day. Thanks very much, boys.
Beautiful. So you've got
it's a knockout. It's a knockout, Marto. How are we going? I think we should be able to. Terribly. If we had 100 subscribers, we'd be able to give you the odds on this. But race 5, number 5, Swords drawn at Caulfield.
Race 5, number 5. What did I give you this one? It had a bit of form around it. Let me just look up my notes here.
I thought you might be ready.
Look, it's placed over the trip. If that rain has come to Caulfield, which I do believe it has, although we don't want too much, it runs very, very well on a soft 6 and 7 track. Forget last start. It was well and truly outclassed last start.
Yeah, I like a Moroni horse, and the Star Thoroughbreds go all right. Mega Mia, race 10, number 10, 5, 5, 10, 10. What could go wrong?
Mate, you can't go wrong. Race 10, number 10, barrier 10.
Lukey Oliver.
First up form, impeccable. Only missed the placings twice. At the distance, weighed in 8 times. Track conditions, never a problem. What's his name that's riding it? Stackhouse. Ridden it about 10 out of its 19.
Interesting.
Don't be surprised. Do not. I'm telling you now, do not leave this out of your exotics. That's all I'm saying.
I think It's a Knockout's getting to be too much time to tell you the truth.
Do not leave this out of your exotics. That's all.
It's out of the quaddie. But Luke Oliver does like to win at the Valley at around 50 skins. I'm not sure about Caulfield. Yeah, Pontedera, the scooter. It's first up. It's trialled pretty shitty as it always does. It gets back, needs luck, needs speed on. Race 10, number 4, Pontedera. I can't believe it's at 15 skins in that field. But I tell you what, I hope there's a bit of speed on because you know where the Pontedera is going to be zooming down the outside. So you never know. And it has won first up last prep. But around 3 skins, Marto. But over 1,000, of course, it's too short. But that's why we're getting the money.
That's it. Right. Exactly right.
And if they win, it's a knockout.
It's a beauty, Pezza. That the scooter. I love that you've tipped it because you've tipped it pretty much in any type of bet that you can. You've tipped it as this. You've tipped it as that. Now you've got it into the. It's never been a knockout, but even though it has knocked.
Yeah, well, it's never been 16 skins. So
no, never.
So
you've done well there.
Obviously, it's going to get a bit of money. But as we look to the future, boys, pretty exciting, Marto. If we do get a dog to run around, it'd be pretty cool. I reckon. Nice, under the Pulte banner. But
absolutely,
of course.
Have you got a name suggestion? Like something left field, not what we're thinking. Something left field.
Wouldn't it be great if we had a boy and a girl? Like what do we call the girls? What do we call the girl dogs? What do we call them?
Well, I'm not going to say it.
I'm not going to say it either.
I'm going to keep it politically correct.
Yeah, me too.
But something like left field. Like
bitch.
If you could have your own dog,
bit of rhyming slang, we could have the Pulte witch.
Yeah, there you go.
The Pulte twitch.
Do you know, we used to have a horse called U-Potty Pon Pon, right?
Oh, no.
And admittedly, it won a race, and the race caller couldn't get our names right. But we also had another one. But I don't know where I saw this, but it was called Irish Wristwatch.
Oh.
Try saying that real fast.
Irish on your race caller.
Try saying it 3 times for the race caller.
Irish.
Because you're Irish Wristwatch. Try saying that.
Yes, you want to be well enunciated there, wouldn't you?
Well, it looks like we're going to have plenty of Richard Craniums into the ownership group. So,
I had a mate who owned a horse, and he wanted to call it Richard Cranium because it was an absolute dickhead in the yard.
Yeah, there was a New Zealand horse
from New Zealand. That's right.
New Zealand horse, Richard Cranium.
He got knocked back. That was about 30 years ago. He got knocked back.
Yeah, but the New Zealand, they let it through, Marto. Let it through.
I know. It's a bit different over there. A little bit different over there.
Yeah, but that'd be pretty cool, mate. It'd be pretty cool. And
that was in Mackay.
But yeah, awesome. All right, Hooroo, put a line through it. Remember, it's a knockout. Might be on its last legs, I think, but you never know. We might have something else up our sleeve.
We're always scheming. See you, boys.
See you guys. Happy birthday, Jonah. Tomorrow's my son's 13th birthday.
Oh yeah, Jonah.